goes! Flying Tensei Ken!
I'll be okay.
Lena. Maybe you have to go for a burn strike on this one, and then you fast dance whirl. They have been done by Game Arts, but under supervision of Square Enix at a point. Yeah, I mean, but the Game Arts creator wasn't involved in them, so it was Game Arts, sure, but also there's a reason why they don't have the same charm put in as Grandia 1 and 2. Well, that was terrible. That was not worth.
Here goes.
Sworn enemies, you shall be defeated! Take that! Flash!
Good damage, good damage. One is getting very low. Yeah, 8,900. You look like you're ice attributed, so I'm not gonna bother with that. Let's instead throw out an all healer. I think I'm gonna put the fairy egg on Tio or something, or Rowan. Maybe.
Lotus flower.
Don't do that.
Bloom.
I think I'm gonna put it on Tio. I can give up her offensive magic for that. Hey Elena, how's it going? I like Elena being like a physical caster. Meteor Strike on you. It's gonna be really slow. I could cancel this. But honestly, I'm gonna let you use Freeze Down because Freeze Down is like, who cares? Let's just focus on the one that's getting low. Alright, it did fall me to sleep, but even still, still not a problem.
Come, O cleansing flame, to purify. Here goes.
Hey, winning this without any Biobob fruit would be really pog, just saying. I'm gonna save my 20 Biobob fruit for like the other boss. The other boss is one in mind right now. Blizzard Rise, huh? Try to finish you off. This will do like 3,000 probably.
The ultimate secret. True Dragon Rise.
Yeah, 3,500, nice. Now, I could Lotus Flower, but I'm gonna combo you instead. I'm gonna let you do your Blizzard Rise. Save the Lotus Flower and SP for like the other one that might do some crazy shenanigans. Yeah, you're not gonna catch up to Rowan. There's no way. There's simply no way. Now we kill you.
There.
Do that.
Protect.
Tensei Ken.
And then there was one. So yeah, Square Enix dropping Grandia in favor of Final Fantasy is typical Square Enix. Despite how much I love Final Fantasy. Unfortunately, we didn't get more Grandia games, but, you know, Final Fantasy is, like, one of my favorite franchises, so... It would have been nice if, Game Arts continued the way it was and kept making Grandia games and stuff, but, you know, unfortunate things happen.
Sky, take flight.
Thus is the world and stuff.
Here goes flying Tensei Ken.
I love Final Fantasy, I
Here
really
goes.
do. But I wish Square Enix didn't, like, take over for the other Grandia games. Like, they should have just focused on FF and called it a day. Which they
The
did,
ultimate secret.
but they killed Grandia doing it. Hey, Elena. Show him your impact bomb.
Here goes my impact bomb.
Wait, I'm gonna get the crazy finish. Gonna get the crazy finish. Purple lightning.
Strike.
Didn't see
Purple
this
lightning.
coming. Last surprise, Persona 5.
Take that. And that. Ha! You better practice if you want to beat me.
Elf King's Boots. No magic coins, huh? Not like I needed any magic coins. Go back and save. Save and also recover. But yeah, if Game Arts continued, we could have gotten more Lunar and Grandia. It would have been so nice. Pretty sure Lunar was even worse, because Lunar, they just focused on... They remade Silver Star Story, like, 3 times, and then they gave Lunar 2, like, one remake, and then they have, like, a really bad DS game or something. So it was just kind of... It was dropped even more than Grandia. They didn't even, like, attempt the PS2 era for Lunar. I do wonder what a PS2 Lunar would look like, even if it was bad. Yellow. Love me some yellow. Before I do that, oh, I see what you want me to do. Ba-ba-ba-bum. Where's this taking me? I want to go back to the... Ooh, what the heck? Hailstone? Valkyrie dress? That could be interesting. +5 act, more defense. Tempting, but I think I like the Angel Robe restoring HP in combat. If that starts to be, like, not much... Actually, if Angel Ring heals in combat, maybe I'll equip that instead. Yeah, restore some HP in combat. That would get rid of the MP consumption up, but I'm willing to try this to see how much it heals and put on the Valkyrie dress. We could try that out. Because I have MP restoratives, so reducing MP isn't like the biggest deal in the world. It's nice to have, but there are better builds, I think. SP, I think reducing SP cost is better. We're lined up so nicely for
Lotus
this.
flower, bloom.
I once read that what made Grandia so unique was his design philosophy. They tried to make the player feel like he's the protagonist of an anime, and that showed in storytelling and pacing. I actually see what you're saying. I really think that game arts... I think with Lunar 1, yeah, absolutely, game arts wanted you to feel like you were on like an adventure in an anime. Because in Lunar 1, they made Alex not a silent protagonist, but they made him feel like a self-insert. So I absolutely believe that, to be honest. I think with Lunar, it really shows even more. Because in Lunar 1, Alex is like a semi-silent protagonist. He's silent most of the time, but he has some lines. And they kind of up it a bit with Hero, but even then, you can kind of insert yourself into Hero. And I guess to an extent, you can kind of insert yourself into Justin and Burrito. It's not as strong, but you kind of could. You can insert yourself into them, and they have their own characters, though. They're not devoid of, like, all personality and stuff. Doing it that way. Yeah, Game Arts had a certain charm, and then, unfortunately, it was never carried on, but they will always have their legacy. They will always have their 4 hitters, you know? They'll always have their 4 hitters to me, and they're some of my favorite games of all time.
You better practice if you want to beat me.
Yo, everyone's level 51. Let's go. Og. Ambush. Ambush, let's go. Oh. Free victory? Don't mind if I do.
Sworn enemies, you shall be defeated. Take that. Sky Dragon Slash. You guys were no challenge.
Money, money, money. Did they let me go back to Skyrim after Birthplace of the Gods? I don't recall. Otherwise, this money is basically worthless. There's no point in having it. If it's just like straight to final dungeon. Hey, another free victory.
Sworn enemies, you shall be defeated. Take that. Sky Dragon Slash. You guys were no challenge.
Rito, everything is not a challenge. Like, we have the most broken build ever from doing the Raw Hills bit. There was not going to be anything other than that one boss fight. There was not going to be a single challenge in this playthrough. Well, I mean, the final fights aren't going to be, like, easy peasy. But they're going to not be a challenge, I would say. There's, like, only one boss fight that will be a challenge. A quote-unquote challenge. I need red now. Might as well go back to the save point and save. Think you're headed straight to the final dungeon? Well, all this money is basically worthless then. I mean, I have all the items I need. I don't really need to go to a shop, but it's just the money is worthless. Oh, I can't. Oh, wait, you know, there's like a, one of the switches, I think. Oh, okay, yeah, I do have to go here because this mini-boss happens. This was the fight we did in, Demon's Law, right? I think it was Demon's Law. Probably. It was a dungeon. One of them had all healer, I think. I'm fine with that.
Here goes.
Ba ba bum, ba ba bum. Oh yeah, Angel Ring heals a lot more than the Angel Robe. Rita, you know what to do.
The ultimate secret. True Dragon Rise.
Sworn enemies.
There are 3
you
bosses in
shall be
Grandia.
defeated.
Grandia 2, I'm assuming
Take
you
that.
mean. Yeah?
Dragon Slash.
Well, I mean, I would add the Body of Valmar. I know we disagree on that, but I would add that boss because that's like that's the worst boss in Grandia 2. Not the hardest boss, worst boss. Need to make that clear. Worst boss, not hardest. Hardest is the one coming up.
Oh, tainted
Worst
ones.
boss, Valmar Body. Hardest boss,
Return to the world of
I'll point it out when
darkness.
we get to it. Apparently it's fit to last, which I think you're right with that math. Yeah, Melphis is hard. Melphis is like a challenge. Eye of Valmar can be a challenge. Eye of Valmar, the Valmar Eye can be a challenge. I'll agree to that. I first tried it in this playthrough. I think in my original playthrough it took me like 2 attempts. But in this playthrough I first tried it. But it can be really tricky. We've talked about this many times. Grandia 2 is not a hard game overall, especially on normal mode, but it's not stupidly... Enemy encounters are easy, but the game as a whole is not super easy. It's not, like, difficult. I feel like the difficulty is just right, to be honest.
The ultimate secret.
I've been playing on hard, so I feel like hard mode... I really like hard mode of Grandia 2, and even normal mode, I'd be having fun. I'd be having fun with the game if I was playing on normal, to be honest.
Here goes my impact bomb.
I just play this game on hard now, but if I was on normal, I'd have fun with the game still. Like, the game would still not feel stupidly easy. It'd be a lot easier, but it wouldn't be, like, boring or anything. It's still Grandia 2.
Here goes.
Let's... You haven't used all healer. All you've been doing is attacking. Like, why? What is your strategy with that? Like, what are you going for with that? I could have sworn the Medusa enemy could use all healer, at least at the original dungeon it did. Maybe this reskin can't for some reason.
Come, O cleansing flame, to purify. Lotus flower, bloom.
I don't understand why people consider OG Grandia difficulty being easy as a flaw with the game. It's a perfectly valid flaw with the game. It's a very valid flaw. It's not everyone's flaw, but it's a valid flaw. Some people don't like their games stupidly easy.
Sky, take flight.
It's perfectly understandable.
Here goes, flying Tensei Ken.
Here goes.
Wrecked.
Threat eliminated.
Omnipotent Seed and Phoenix Ring. Where the heck is the mana egg here? Hopefully I didn't skip it. Hopefully it's like, hopefully I find it. Hope I don't like miss it or something. Oh, this does show. Oh, this is Dragon Scales. Never mind. That's not worth it. I'm pretty comfortable with my build. Maybe I'll switch it up for that boss, but other than that, pretty satisfied.